President Biden directed the Health and Human Services and the Attorney General to reassess cannabis under the Controlled Substance Act.
So I'm asking the Secretary of Health and Human Services and the Attorney General to initiate a process to review how marijuana is scheduled under federal law. Even as federal and local regulations of marijuana change, important limitations on trafficking, marketing, and underage sales should stay in place. Too many lives have been upended because of our failed approach to marijuana. It's time that we right these wrongs.
HHS conducted an 8-factor analysis which concluded that cannabis should be moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. That recommendation triggered the DEA's formal process, which allowed for public comments, which opened in 2024. The inbox filled with tens of thousands of submissions. A broader study looked at these submissions and found that roughly 70% of individuals were supportive of rescheduling of cannabis. On Capitol Hill, a block of Democratic senators, Cory Booker, Chuck Schumer, Patty Murray, and Kristen Gillibrand, argued in favor of rescheduling to expand research access and address issues in federal tax policy. They cited disparities most listeners know. Black Americans are arrested for possession at higher rates than white Americans, despite similar usage rates. Opposition did exist. 11 Republican attorney generals argued that cannabis still had high abuse potential and, quote, no accepted medical use, warning rescheduling was supercharged the industry that they viewed as unsafe. A bicameral GOP letter raised health concerns and pointed to studies associating cannabis with schizophrenia and a very small subset of young men. However, let's talk about procedure. After public comments closed, DEA Administrator Ann Milgram set a hearing date for December 2024, post-election. But in October, Chief Administrative Law Judge John Mulrooney told DEA to provide more disclosure, citing insufficient information. The timeline moved again. By January 2025, and as I am recording this episode September 14th, 2025, this process has yet to be restarted. If the 1970 Controlled Substance Act is a fortress, rescheduling is trying to lift the portcullis with paperwork. It's slow, contested, and very technical, and yet the consequences, taxes, research access, banking, are anything but technical for people that have to deal with it. Outside of